Hey everybody, it's Alisha Brashay here. This is the Intuitive Insights for the second half of July 2019. Can you believe that we're already here? This is the card A for this one here. So I hope you've had a great fortnight since last videos, and let's see what this next fortnight is bringing. Let's see what wants to come through. Yeah. Ooh, got an interesting mix coming through. Hmm. Okay. Wow, there's a real combination going on here. Matters of the heart, matters of finance. Feels like we're wrapping up cycles. Alright, let's see what else. Actually, I don't want all of those. Let's see. Actually, I might start with these and we'll go into the next set of cards because this is already creating such a story here. So the cards that have come through, first we've got the Knight of Earth. Take time, buckle down, get things done, honor your commitments. So we've got this card here. I'll go through the cards first and then I'll sort of give my interpretation. This feels very auspicious, this reading. There's something going on. Something going on here. Then we've got the Three of Water. So celebration, wedding, graduation, birth, announcement, need to have more fun. So there's various meanings of that card, obviously wherever you're at. And then we've also got the Six of Air. So things are looking up, end of a difficult situation and taking a trip. Put that one there. And then we've got the Page of Earth, which is good news about financial matters, wanting something more challenging, a new area of study. So in that order. So it really, to me, this is very much ending of cycles. Obviously, we've got some really powerful astrological placements going on at the moment. We're in the middle of the eclipse season. Which is really sorting out a lot of relationship stuff and a lot of life purpose stuff. Things are sort of coming into a close. So the first card of what really stands out is whatever is lingering, whatever's sort of been a part of let's say the old cycle, whatever you've been going through. And this could be in matters of relationships, it could be like work or house projects, whatever it is that's coming to completion, that's maybe not quite there yet. It feels like there are important pieces that need to be complete for this cycle to come into its full completion. It's like there are small actions that need to be made, tying up loose ends. Obviously take that to wherever you are, but it feels like there's like little fine tuning of different, maybe it's conversations that need to be had with people in your life, but it feels like there's a kind of like a fine tuning energy of kind of um, being able to finalize things before kind of setting sail into whatever's coming through. So you may already be well into starting into this new cycle and starting to lay down foundations and get things going, but I feel like there's still this kind of, and it could even just be energetically, it could be just closing off those timelines or working with your energy to close off. It may not be anything in the physical realm. So and quite often, obviously, when we do energy work, that helps push through what we need to in the physical. It all starts with energy first. So as we've got that, then we're kind of moving into what really, however this equates to, but what really comes through is like this graduation. So when we move into the next level of our evolution, of our spiritual development, our ascension path, um, each phase is almost like a graduation. So we kind of move out of our 3D experience, we go into the 4D experience, and so on and so on, right? And that's just through a consciousness and an energy embodiment. So it feels like with this, there's like this moving into the next stage, this moving into the next stage of your life, next stage of your awareness, of your growth. and it feels quite connected or aligned to your purpose. Um, it feels very connected to your, I want to say, what I want to say to this is like, whatever you've dreamed of when you were a child, whatever you had aspired to or had a vague awareness of, that's what you wanted to do, or you knew that that's what you were here to bring or do in the world. It feels like moving into that phase, moving into having experiences around that and starting to bring in that into your reality. So that very much well could be around a proposal, engagement, marriage, a birth, a rebirth. It can be symbolic as well. It doesn't have to be a physical child. It could be a conception. We're moving into that phase where I do feel there's a lot of souls that are looking to come through, which is very exciting. Um, so, not to freak anyone out, it's only in accordance with what your path is. So, it could be a birth of a project. Interesting, as I'm talking about this, I didn't mean to, but this card flipped out. So we've got the messenger card here, and the messenger card talks about doing your calling, being that messenger, that calling. It's a lot around communication. It's a lot about speaking, about writing, presenting, being the teacher, the way shower. I love this card because it talks about doing what your heart calls you to do in a larger scale, and there's also travel connected to this card as well. It's like moving across water, whether that's permanently or temporarily. So there's movement with this card, and it may be just expanding your audience or who you're connecting with. But this card really feels quite potent. It's really, really beautiful. And interestingly enough, so as as I was going to get into the next card, which is things are looking up, difficult situations are over, or coming to an end, taking a trip. There's nothing quite like going through hardship and then trying to reboot, and start off into a new phase by taking a short break, that trip away. If you can't do that, sometimes it's just a couple of days away, or a day away into a space, or going into an environment that's not your usual surrounding. There's something that kind of reboots the energy, and it allows us to kind of come back with a fresh perspective, and allows us to kind of move into new situations and experiences. So there is that element of travel, moving, taking a short trip. Oh, this is all going on. And then we've got the good news about financial matters. So it feels like, if you've been going through a really rough journey, it feels like things are really starting to go on and up, moving into whatever you've been working hard towards. And also, connected to your work as well, financial abundance that are coming in, and tapping into just new pathways and things that is kind of taking the work that you do to the next level. So it's sort of like, once again, going back to that graduation message, you've mastered something, and now it's taking it to that next step of something that's going to challenge you a little bit. It's going to bring in more inspiration. It's going to view it from a different perspective. It's going to help more people, however that is, but it's taking it to that next step for you. Wow. Okay, let's just get one more card just to finish. This has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. No, it's not those cards. It's not those cards. It's from here. Sorry. Put those away. It's not from that one. It's from this card. Okay, cool. Awesome. So the final two cards that have come out, we've got the real you and we've got co-creation. This is awesome because it's very, very in line. So the real you talks about that authentic stepping out, standing in your truth, talking your truth, being that childlike version of you, that innocent version of you, of who you were. So there's a lot of childhood stuff going back to, what you were dreaming of as a kid and how you were and how you interacted with the world, and kind of bringing that back, and not having those, blockages that we have as adults because the world has kind of tainted us in a way. But it's going back to that purity of heart, and the co-creation is. I love this card. This card talks about a co-creation between you and the divine. This is like an opportunity that comes in unexpectedly, that seems either beyond your financial means or beyond your capabilities, but it's like this is an opportunity comes knocking on your door, and it's like take it with both hands, because it will bring up fear. It will bring up, I'm not good enough. Wow, is this is too good to be true? Whatever it is, obviously, always use your own discernment. But this is like an amazing opportunity that has been placed in your path because this is part of your path. Um, and so to really take it and work with it and overcome whatever comes up, if there is fear that comes up around that, work through that. But yeah, this is new projects starting, new business opportunities, just co-creative. It could even be around it could be all of that, but it's like this is a new co-creative space between you and another person or other people. So that um, may unnerve you, because it's like, wow, I didn't expect that to come, wow, that's something that I've wanted for a really long time, or I didn't realize that thing existed, or that was a possibility. So take it, sit with it, meditate on it, know that you're deserving of it. It wouldn't have shown up in your reality if it wasn't meant to. So sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. Um, I'm gonna leave the reading there. I hope that has helped someone. I hope that's speaking to someone. Um, if you are interested, I am doing sessions at the moment. So if you feel like you'd like to connect with me for any energy alignment work or divine partnership work, I'll put the links below, or life purpose work. I'll put the links below in the description box. And also, I have the Lightworkers Call to Duty program, which is going to kick off in August. Very, very excited about this. It's a program, but it's a mentorship, and it's creating what I'm calling a web of light community of way shelvers and healers and practitioners, and just people who are ready to walk that soul's path. So, if any of that speaks to you, if you'd like more information, it will be in the description box below. If not, it sounds like there's some amazing stuff going on. So I'm wishing you all the best for that for the coming fortnight, and sending you so much love. Bye.